one of the biggest fraud investigators in US who brought Bernie Madoff scam, said to the interview to Business Insider that the whole insurance industry is riddled with fraud. And he's correct, because by the humblest estimations of Munich Re or Swiss Re, fraud is between 10 and 15%, which means at least six claim is fraudulent. And if you take a look at AUN risk study or recent Ernst & Young reports, you will discover that the whole $4 trillion industry all over the world having slight problems to make money on the main business. Each dollar they collect, they're paying dollar plus. How could that be? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eugene, CEO and co-founder of GetMeIns, insurtech startup company. Next to me is my partner and CEO of the company with a great background of building intelligent systems and implementing them, Dima. We will show you today some core technology, what lays behind the dashboards and buttons. Over the year, insurance company accumulated tons of data with very little knowledge. Over 80% of these data stored in PDF or text files, usually poorly indexed. The modern technology or methodology of insurance company that using to fight fraud is usually designed to be at point of claim. But we know that fight fraudsters at point of claim, they're exactly like installing sprinklers in the house that's already been on fire. In order to efficiently fight fraudsters, you need always to be few steps ahead, not just to react, but enable to predict it. We address insurance fraud as a moving target, very sophisticated. That's why we developing a stack of technologies that altogether represents our comprehensive solution, intelligence as a service platform for fraud prediction and point of sale. We decided today to show you the core technology, not just the dashboard with buttons, but what lays behind the dashboard, how it really works in online. That's why I will pass my microphone to Dima. He will show you the way.
Yeah, thanks, Eugene. So in GetMeIns, we have implemented the full stack or the full cycle of intelligence, starting from tasking, collecting, gathering, processing the data, and disseminating the intelligence. Rooted in military intelligence, our system heavily relies on the ontology. So let's start the video. I will show the things behind. So we are using the controlled natural language to define entities and complex rules, and our experts defined these connections by using a natural language. So these rules are evaluated by reasoners. Our reasoners provide us with hidden relationships, hidden connections, and emerging fraud patterns. So our experts, it's an expert-driven system combined with rule engine, is able to answer very difficult questions like who is a fraudster out of huge tons of data. So you can see that our investigators communicate with the system by using a natural language, and the system acts in a real time and provides with very complex answers. Okay. So in this case, Ben is convicted felon and he was found fraudulent, real case. Most of the insurance companies' data is unstructured. Like Eugene mentioned, is PDF, image files, text files. So we believe that this is a DNA of the insurance company. It needs to be processed. We developed visual intelligence techniques to pre-process this kind of documents, having a lot of noise, having a deformation, disque. So we process this data by using our techniques. We use OCR and natural language processing to extract the meaning, the information out of this data. You can see this, one of the languages is Hebrew. It's very complicated language. It's right to left. And we found entities like person, entities like organization. We are very user-centric, opposed to traditional approach by insurance companies that is policy-centric. We focus on users, on person, on groups of individuals who perpetrate the fraud actually. So in this case, you can see complex relationships and even a sentiment of the entities based only on text, without any prior knowledge of the data. According to latest research, evidence taken from social networks and open data sources is used in more than 75% of litigation cases. Our crawlers crawl open sources, publicly available sources, and react to any information containing the fraudulent data. So our crawlers are designed to trigger any event of fraud in insurance or in finance. And these crawlers are actually acting like intelligence bots. They get tasks and they perform tasks. They just fetch the intelligence. So this is a manual process, but the system is fully automatic. It's just for visualization purposes only. So these crawlers analyze data sources, multiple sources all over the world in different languages. They are able to extract entities out of any language, and more than entities, we extract information. All the information goes to our knowledge graph. It's a huge analytical graph. And using our user-centric approach, we can find, for instance, a fraudster out of tons of data that's organized in a graph. In this case, you can see the entity of a person with all related entities and things like convictions and indictments or anything that can help us to predict fraud. You can see convictions and all the individuals associated with convictions in any country. So we open the borders for insurance companies. So I would like to explain, this is one of the most intensive parts of our R&D. It's a photogrammetry. So we create a unique signature of car damages and car accidents based only on smartphone pictures. So we analyze historical data of insurance company, and we produce a so-called fingerprints of the damage. So let's resume the video, and I'll explain how it works. Okay, by taking a regular pictures, a regular smartphone, we turn him into a photogrammetry device. So you can see a damage that is processed automatically by the system. A unique signature is created. This is a fingerprint, and fraudsters will usually conceal the fraud by partially repairing or even deliberately increasing the damage. So in order to overcome this, we recreate a 3D form of the damage that cannot be faked. This is a fully photogrammetrical model built out of smartphone pictures, only in software, without using LiDARs or special equipment. So this signature, like it's pictures that sent to us by submitted to the system are processed in a real time. Unique signatures are created out of this data, and this signature is subsequently matched to the database to find potential matches. So in this case, we find something that is similar or exactly the same damage that someone tries to claim again and again. So we will notify the insurance company that someone is trying to claim already claimed damage, or even this damage had already been paid. So this is the intensive part of our R&D, and back to Eugene.
To conclude our show and tell, first of all, I would like to say thanks to Regi and Roger, R&R, Rolls-Royces of events. I would like to thank two people in the audience, Anat, data scientist, and Liaf, Chief Digital Officer from a rail insurance company, that's sharing with us today our demo, one of our customers. GetMeIns is a fusion of technology, intelligence, and insurance. So we speak fluently all data languages. And if you have any questions, you can...
And the announcement.
And the announcement, yeah, we won the first InsurTech competition in Israel led by JVP, Jerusalem Venture Partners, AXA, and Kemet. We took the first prize. We're closing recently an investment round, and we're inviting you all to our booth. Is right in the left corner. So thank you so much.
Thank you.